Oh, hello. You didn't see me there.
It's Chevy Chase.
My name's Christian Doyle. Welcome to The Reliables. Happy Monday, everybody. Glad you could make it. This is a show that we do here on on the Zoe channel where we play a game, I hear, a tabletop role-playing game of some kind. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But before we do that, let's introduce our amazing cast. My name is Christian Doyle. No one else is here. Oh, wait. Here they all are. Let's introduce them one by one. First up, we have Mr. Xander Layden, who is going to introduce himself and his character.
Hello, I'm Xander. I'm playing Paul. And Paul is a Sodian. Looks a little like this, more or less. They're pretty old, pretty smart, pretty damn near indestructible, and pretty kind-hearted. And in addition to Paul, well, I mean, clearly going to be playing an avatar of some sort, but I don't know if we want to get into that just yet.
Next up, we have Helen Roundhill playing also a character.
Hello, it's me. Oh, and I'm fuzzy. I'm playing Princess Hedgehog, and unlike Paul, I'm just pretty. That's all there is.
Aww.
No, that's not true. I'm also like smart or something. No, that's not true. Magical, that's the one. Tiny magical mushroom goblin at your service. Boop boop.
And joining them is Owen Severns.
Hello. I am playing Guy Whiteman and Jean Ritov. Never get tired of saying it. I just don't. He's very plain, high-strung, and he was violated, if you will, by a telekinetic alien organism. By violated, I mean my nose, not the.
Yeah?
It's the second most terrible place to have an alien go up inside you. So.
Oh my. What's the first most terrible,
third.
please?
They have been together a while, so they're starting to bond. At first he thought it was a demon, and now they're starting to bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
And joining them is a player you haven't seen in a while, Mr. James Durham, GM Jams himself, this time
Yeah.
without a shirt. Which
I'm
people have been
sorry.
asking for in chat for years.
I didn't know that. Otherwise, I would have worn a shirt.
I know.
Well,
But
there you
here
go.
we
You get
are.
that. Hey, I'm going to be playing Pierce today. Pierce is a coward, a schemer, a jerk, a thief, a pilot, an engineer, and generally just a pain in the ass. But he's really good at three things that are pretty relevant today, which are lying, cheating, and stealing.
Oh.
Ah,
So that's going to be a
Pierce.
stretch, huh?
All right, and this comprises our crew today for the Reliance, the ship that travels throughout time and space, correcting wrongs, or at least that's what they used to do before they went rogue and just started robbing everybody blind in order to save the universe.
Yep, that sounds right.
We do
Yeah.
lots of
So,
good.
how about a little? We need to talk about what the show is, really.
Oh,
'Cause, I
yeah.
mean, this is a tabletop role-playing game that is based on the Savage Worlds role-playing game system. A little bit of hacked work by us done in the meantime, but it works pretty much the same way. But it is the most interactive role-playing game in the metaverse, near as we can tell, because everything that you do in our delightful store helps affect the game in interesting and new ways, giving you direct control over a lot of our story, especially today, because I have no plans. We can do whatever we want. Just you and me versus them, if that's the way you want to go. Or you and them versus me. That works too. But here to tell you all about how that works is Helen Roundhill.
Hey, but don't get me wet after midnight or something. So, I've never seen the Gremlin movies. It's fine.
I think
yeah.
you pretty much nailed it.
You nailed it.
I mean,
That's
you
right.
added a
Perfect.
definite triple X bent, but
Well, it's me. What else did you expect?
nothing.
All right, let's talk about the store. How do you at home affect the show? So let's start with hashtag shout. If you desperately need your word to be heard, hashtag shout out. And the bot will read it out to you with more or less accuracy and flair. Hashtag move, personality reorder. If you want to take me, my adorable self, and move me into a slightly less or more adorable self, who knows who I'm going to be piloting today? Hardly. Sorry, I just saw chat. Yeah, if you want to move somebody on their slider between avatar and pilot, hashtag move. A Benny saved is a Benny earned. On this show, we can use Bennies to do all kinds of things, like re-roll the dice, or soak damage, or any number of other things. If you want to help us out against Big Bad GM, not Jams today, Christian.
Yeah, that's me, Big Bad Christian.
Big Bad Christian. Then a Benny saved is, in fact, a Benny earned. Jam the Works. We can't call it Jam the Works because it's not Jam Jams.
That's okay.
If you want to hand a Benny over to Christian today, because I know that you do, hashtag jam. Draw, win, lose, or draw. If you want to give us the benefit where we can draw a card for initiative, and if we don't like it or we want to go sooner, we can potentially draw again for that. That's going to be win, lose, or draw. System Shock. For shock value, I like that. If you purchase one of these, the people who are in avatars will be randomly reassigned on the slider, right?
Yep, wherever I say.
Okay. I sometimes get that mixed up with another one, which isn't. Yes, it is there. Never mind. Dance, magic, dance. I know you want meat puppets. You know you want meat puppets. If you go in for hashtag dance, we will dance for you like meat puppets. Because that's all the danceability that we have. Okay, story time, hashtag memory. If you want something from our dark and twisty pasts, either as our avatar or as our pilot, hashtag memory, story time. We will come up with something on the spot to tell you about the past. A reliable source. If you want a confessional style in the moment video, a reliable source is it. We will pause time. We will pause the action, and we will tell you what we're thinking in that moment. Hashtag edgelord. It's like a Benny, except it's 1,000 times better. And it gives Christian even more ability to screw us up. And that's all I'm going to say about it because fuck that guy, am I right? Let's see, hashtag chaos, meta meltdown. Those people who are in avatars will suddenly have to play a different avatar. I think it usually goes like pass to the left or something. I don't know. I pay attention. Rule of cool. If in this situation, during a combat, if we have a rule of cool, then we get to come up with whatever the coolest thing we think we want to do in that moment is. You get to vote on it at home to decide who succeeds. Everybody else has to roll to succeed on their crazy, awesome plan. And if they, and then it plays out, but they have to roll at a disadvantage. Finally, hack attack. Hack attack is like a rule of cool, except it's just for you, and we have no say. Yeah. So you get to affect the game in wild, crazy, and pernicious ways.
And I have to find a way to put that in the story somehow.
Yeah. It could be any number of things. I'm sure I don't need to give you suggestions because you're all so creative. All right.
I'll give you some suggestions.
Don't bork it up.
Don't bork it up, please. All right.
And that's our store.
And that's our store.
And here to tell us a little bit more about the role-playing game we are playing today is James Durham, GM Jams himself, telling us about Savage Worlds.
Savage Worlds. Savage Worlds?
Savage Worlds?
Savage Worlds!
Oh, Savage
That's
Worlds!
right! Savage Worlds, the premier tabletop RPG gaming experience. You can play in any genre, any setting, any style of game in Savage Worlds. It uses a dice system like most RPGs do. The smaller the dice, the less talented you are at the skill or ability. The larger the dice, the more talented you are. It's got edges and hindrances. It doesn't have classes because we have no class. It uses cards for initiative. That is Savage Worlds from Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Get yourself a copy. Play some Savage Worlds.
Man, now I want to go play Savage Worlds.
Right?
Yeah,
you are in luck, Christian.
Am I? Oh gosh, are we playing today?
We are playing
Let's
today.
play that instead of whatever we were going to play.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
we were
we
gonna
are
play
going to play that. Okay, that is fine. So, guys, tell me a little bit about what's happened this season. Because I haven't been here.
Not at all. You missed out on all the
Not in
stealing.
not in this chair.
Yeah, that's right. You missed out on all of the stealing. We've been going around stealing, borrowing, begging, and getting allies and equipment for a dispute, you could say, we're having with the
Yeah,
council and the
yeah,
masters
yeah.
of the
Tell
Metaverse.
me more about this dispute, guys. I'm interested to hear about it.
Well, the universe is coming to an end, and the masters of the metaverse don't seem to recognize it. Or maybe the things that they are doing are, in fact, causing it to come to an end. We are not 100% certain, but we are trying to change their minds via charm offensive and stealing.
I like it.
Mostly stealing.
Mostly stealing.
Well,
That's
the stealing's less about convincing them and the more in the CYA category of, cover your ass because if one of the council comes gunning for us. Well, we
We're
are a
screwed.
little underpowered to take
We
on
are-
cosmic beings.
Tucked up.
well. It has been several weeks since you finally have the means to escape almost any situation at a whim.
Mm.
It has been a huge upgrade, and it's actually taken a lot of stress off of the entire crew of the ship. Yeah, like I said, it's been weeks. You're kind of just floating through space, looking for stuff to steal, making sure you do all your due diligence, scouting out metaverses where there might be something you want or an avatar that you might glom onto to suck away their power as you also take part of their soul with you.
Yes.
That's probably not what
Souls.
happens. But just in case it is,
Souls.
let's put a dark spin on it.
Totally
Just
been doing that.
Just because.
Well, the big one you've heard Pierce and Jodomox talking about for quite a while. Like, we should hit the big one. Oh, no, we can't hit the big one. Back and forth they've been going over this week. The last week or so, they've kind of been like, maybe we can hit the big one. Now you have the ability to go anywhere at any time in any place, literally just by stepping through a door. Ships aren't going to necessarily be the hindrance that they were before. Metapods aren't always strictly going to be necessary. One of the tricks that you guys have been doing lately when you want something from someplace is to send down avatars with there, but also a pilot, not in avatar form. That worked out really well, and that has kind of been your go-to way to handle things. But the big one isn't necessarily going to let you do something like that because of what the big one is. The big one is known as Paradigm Palace Station.
Oh.
It is an interdimensional, intermetaversal, what I can only call as a pleasure resort. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
Anything you can
Yes,
think about
please.
gambling on, you are able to gamble on here.
Oh,
Anything
my.
you could ever really want to do to achieve vice of any kind, you can do here. But in order to get there, you have to travel in between dimensions. You have to use metapods or specially designed ships or portals. It's not the easiest place to get into. And once you're in, there's no guarantee you're going to get out because it being a giant casino, you can lose everything and not be able to afford to get home.
Oh, my.
It's the most common way that Paradigm Palace gets new citizens, in fact. Lots of people who used to be high rollers are now driving taxis down on Paradigm Palace. But what it does have is the largest vault with the largest collection of weird and weirdly interdimensional artifacts throughout any metaverse. If it's been lost in one metaverse at one point or another, chances are it has been brought to and sold to the house at Paradigm Palace Station.
Lost being a euphemism for stolen in that situation.
Yes,
Just
it
fall off
is.
the back
It
of a
is
spaceship.
very common, in fact, for items to be fenced there. Yeah, everything has a value
Oh.
at the station. Is my face turning into yours over and over again weirdly? Because that's what it feels like to me.
It does feel that way.
Okay, well, if we
Oh.
bond because of this, I want control of
That
the
is
avatar.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
no, but
really is.
That is horrifying.
Kind of sick.
Yeah.
That actually looks pretty
Is
cool.
somebody's gonna have.
Well, whatever it is. Paradigm Palace Station is on the menu. Now, there's a couple of problems as far as crew that you are able to take.
Well, one really big problem.
Yeah, one really big. Well, there's lots of big
There's
problems.
smaller ones, but one really big.
Well, in addition to having tight casino-like security, I mean, it's an interdimensional station, so it's got ways in and ways out are not going to be real easy to find. Not to mention in this dimension, if you want to take anything with you, you've got to bring a non-avatar pilot with you. Otherwise, you can't really pull it through the door now, can you? And Jonomox can't go with you because as of about 500 years ago, all Transmitarians, whether they exist anymore or not, are banned from the station.
Oh, wow. So what did you do?
It's only been robbed once, we will say that.
Ah.
And they only got away with one thing, but a whole race got blamed and possibly wiped out because of it.
Huh.
Was
Okay.
was that your own?
Jonomox doesn't even know what it was, as far as he says.
Oh, I see.
As far as he said.
As far as he says.
No,
He has
before
been
his
known
time.
to lie in the past.
Mhm.
I mean, no, I haven't.
Before his time.
Yeah. So they got some pull. Okay.
They've got, and the thing is, everybody who's there, who's still anybody, has a lot more than pull. As far as power levels go, you're going to be severely outclassed. There's interdimensional beings, gods, androids, everything that you can think of lives or exists within its own energy here. They speak all languages, or all languages speak them. It kind of universally translates as soon as you step there.
Hmm.
Everybody is watched all the time. It is a surveillanced area. The moment you step on station, a little node will appear around you like a little drone, marble
it
size,
will
and just
never
float
leave
around you
you.
and watch everything you do. Because you can bet on literally anything or anyone.
Mm.
Everything has a monetary value. And the monetary system that they use on Paradigm Station are called rings.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows why. They are basically on a little card that's ID'd to your personal drone, but they call them rings. There you go. So Pierce sits you down for the debrief before this all goes down, or for the briefing before it all goes down, to kind of let you know how things are going to be going.
I changed too soon.
It's all right. It's all right. So we're gonna split up, and then rejoin each other. A couple of you, well, the reliables kind of picked up with reputation the past year or so. You can't exactly go in incognito. I mean, not counting you, guy. Nobody knows who you are. You blend in really well. You're just a regular, average white guy.
Easily forgettable. I get
But Princess Paul, you guys are well, highly identifiable. So in your
Because I'm
particular case,
adorable.
avatars is going to be the way to go. Going to be boots on the ground for us. I'm going to bring in Guy in person. I need a driver. You got me covered. A valet.
Absolutely.
Maybe somebody who can telekinetically pick up a large amount of stuff I'm going to steal. That sort of thing.
That sort of thing.
I can do
All
that.
right.
We
This-
work for no one. No, we do. We're on board.
This
We're on
should
board.
be relatively easy. We're just going to lie, cheat, and steal.
Oh, so the huge.
Now, you can't just do anything because they're always watching. So a lot of this is going to have to do with misdirection. You familiar with misdirection?
It's Mr. Direction's daughter, in case
Yeah.
anyone's wondering.
Ooh.
Not really.
Is that who I'm going to be?
I have no idea who you're going to be. We're going to have to find you when you get boots on the ground.
Oh
But
my gosh. I'm going
I've
to wind
got-
up in a rando.
I've got this covered. Don't worry. I've been dealing with pilots and avatars for a couple thousand years. I got this handled. Don't worry about that end of things.
Okay.
But you'll have people there. Those people probably will have some kind of connections or another. That's probably what we're going to rely on the distraction angle. You'll have ants, whoever you end up as.
Okay.
Okay.
We're going to do the dirty work.
Okay, I guess.
Just
I
follow
work
my
for no
lead.
one.
You'll be fine.
Yes, we will. Relax.
It's easy.
Relax.
Trust me.
It's gonna be
Stealing is easy.
Yeah.
Stealing in a place that's constantly surveilled, though?
Well, the only thing we really got to worry about is the house.
Oh, the house.
Yeah, the house is the robot that runs the place.
Jonomox pops in from the Bay Area. Hey, pods are ready to go for whoever's jumping on those. How are you dealing with the house?
I got it covered.
We have it covered. We have nothing covered. You are incompetent. Yes, no, we got it. We got it.
I am concerned. I have a concern. I have many concerns as it happens.
Well, I got readings from the system.
Okay.
So same situation as usual. You're gonna have to navigate a path in the shuttle once you get to the shuttle.
You can do that, right?
Not a problem.
Okay, that's good.
But it's a lot more junk than usual because I guess they have a big event happening this week.
Ooh.
Like
Even better.
like a concert / birthday party thing, big game, which should have high stakes. So if that's what your plan is,
That'll
Super
probably
distracting.
be a way in. I mean, if there's a big game, a big event, there's going to be a lot of items coming and going. More traffic there is going to the vault, better chance of getting into the vault, which has everything in it. I should know I have probably supplied 2 or 3% of what's in that vault personally.
Really?
How big is the score we're aiming to pull off here?
Anything and everything that's not nailed down that we can take that seems interesting, but really,
did you tell them about Excalibur?
there's a whole room of Excaliburs. Which one?
They said they have 28.
I want one.
28
28
Excaliburs?
versions of the sword Excalibur.
There's one thing in particular I'm hoping to find there. I have heard rumors. I don't know if it's there. If it's not, no big deal. But if it is, game changer.
Okay.
We don't know for sure.
I don't know. Just rumors.
It's less than a 50-50 shot. That's the part he's not telling you.
Oh my goodness. So we're just
28%
going
chance.
in
Well, the rest of the things in the
blind,
vault
not
can be
knowing what
Everything
it
you
is.
get one of those things, it's worth the trip.
Absolutely. There are quite a few things that could be in there. There's one I'd really love to get my hands on. The rest is all bonus. It's all good stuff. I mean, you think what we got from that dragon was something? This thing makes that look like a drop in the bucket.
Well,
This stuff is from every dimension across the metaverse.
Is it shiny? I like shiny things.
There are shiny things.
Okay.
You're not going to tell us? No.
About the one thing?
Yes, of course.
No, that's bad luck, man. That's not how you do heist.
Bad. How do we know what to steal? Are you just going to get it by yourself?
I'll know it when I see it.
And you'll point to it,
Yeah.
and then I'll go to it. Easily forgettable. I'll get it, and we'll get out. That seems easy,
Yeah,
right?
it sounds like
50-50?
sounds like you've got a plan.
We'll see how it goes. We're going to play it a little bit by ear.
Super. So,
These two are going into pods. Yeah, going to send in
yeah,
Paul,
but
who's our-
I'm going to send you directly to their to the spaceport nearest
Yep.
to where their location is.
Not a problem. It'll
And
be easy.
hope that they remember to hole up. I don't know what kind of state you're going to be in when you get there, but I do have a basic location of where you are on station. So you get to start on station, which is great. Pierce and Guy are going to have to fly in through the debris field from Hell's.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
did
problem.
Forget about that. Not a problem. You are
Oh, yeah.
very confident. Did you ask like what? How bad is it? 50-50 again? That we die before
Oh,
we even get
no,
there?
no,
Oh,
would
no,
be like
no.
that.
Pierce,
He seems
Pierce
very
could-
confident.
For me, it would be like 50-50 on a really good day.
We got a 98% chance of making it.
For Pierce, it's a walk in the park.
Right. Okay.
I've
Walk
flown
in the
through
asteroid
worse.
field. Gotcha.
Right.
I've flown through worse.
Yeah.
Not on
I'm
one
glad
of these.
we're
you
in
haven't.
avatars.
Oh, how
Okay,
hard
so
can it
bad.
be?
Very hard. Very hard.
It's an escape pod with no brakes.
Oh, great.
It was the only thing I could find in the system that I could physically
wrong,
get to.
Wrong. I've got brakes.
He does. I can stop it telekinetically. Yes, but what if that doesn't work?
Okay,
You've gotta
kids.
be skilled,
Probably
man.
time to go to the pod.
Okay.
All right.
Best of luck.
Okay.
So yeah, that's your job.
Just
Brakes.
do you.
Need a driver.
You're gonna be
need an
great.
extra set of
We're going to
hands.
be awesome.
And I
Okay.
need somebody
We
to
always
complete
are.
nondescript.
It's in the bag.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a good training exercise. You're going to become really good at stealing. By the
Here's
time we're
full
done.
off.
Okay. Yeah.
Pierce, Whiteman, I got your coordinates locked in for your next door. So whenever you guys are ready, hop in.
Follow my lead.
I'll bring these guys to the pods.
door.
All right. I'm going with him.
You say door, a big light up doorway shows up in front of you. This is a guys haven't gotten to try this yet, but you got to take your own door, Guy.
My own
Say the
door.
word.
Just think about a door and say door.
And say door.
Yep, there it goes. Another door pops up, and you step through the portals. There is a normal blinding flash of light, the same that you see when you go in metapods sometimes as you step from one area into the other. The reason you feel this blinding white light is because you are in a blindingly lit white pod. Tiny, tiny 6x6 room, circular shaped. And as you look out the window, you see that you are indeed veering towards a large, I would say almost system-sized chunk of garbage.
Isn't it beautiful?
Do your thing. Do your thing. We're headed right towards that. Are you going to go
Isn't it
left,
beautiful?
right? Do you have a plan? Any
Oh,
kind
we're
of
going to
plan?
land on it.
Land on the garbage.
Well, in the middle of it.
In the middle of the garbage.
Paradigm Palace Station is because it exists in between dimensions, has a lot of stuff from other places just kind of randomly floating around it. Now, in the middle is supposed to be this gorgeous obelisk space station that is just palatial in every way, hence the name. But around it, there's like, a mountain floating, a big blimp, a few cars, some
So we can't
derelict
see it.
spaceships.
So we can't
What
see
can
the
only
resort
be
yet.
a Saturn ring-sized circle of feces. I mean,
Oh,
there's a
charming.
there's a lot of crap, literal and otherwise, that bars most people's entry to this place, and a lot of it is very dangerous.
So this beautiful place is past the shit,
It's kind of in the middle of it.
and we're
It's
not
just,
going to go through it.
lovely. It's probably metaphorical. I mean, it's accurate. It's a
Yeah,
gleaming, bright gem in a circle of shit.
we're not going to hit the shit, right? We're not
Oh,
going to
no.
do that.
No
You got the
promises.
skills.
All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna need a piloting roll from you, Pierce. What's your
You got it.
piloting?
D12 plus 2.
A D12 plus 2. All right, this is going to be to successfully. I'm only going to make you do one roll at a -2
All right.
because
Fair enough.
it's impossible for anyone else. So I'm going to give you a -2 because of all your probability superpowers.
I got this.
Yeah,
Just
I figured you
relax.
probably do. So we could get a D12 and a D6.
Just
-2
relax.
roll for Pierce.
I believe in you.
Ooh.
We're going to go ahead and spend a penny and re-roll that one from
That might
from
be
the
a
store,
safe
please.
thing to do.
I said I believe in you.
Oh, that 11 will get you there, even with the raise. All you needed was
Oh,
an 8
thank God.
anyway. So,
There
Uh,
we go.
great job. Yeah, you.
Relax.
So now you are definitely hurtling directly towards the station, past all obstacles, and not really any
You want
way.
to start slowing us down a little?
Oh, yes.
Just a little.
Yes. I will try not to crush the craft. Yes, please do. Thank you.
Just 10% increments. Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
All right, I'm going to use. I'm going to bring Jean Rita forward and use telekinesis to slow the ship down.
Okay, and what is your psionics skill?
Where is it? That is a 12.
A 12.
Yes, indeed.
That is awesome. Let's get a 12 and a 6 rolled for Jean Rita.
Ooh.
Oh, awesome. That 6 explodes and gives you a 10. So you
It's not bad.
definitely managed to slow. So here's how this goes. You are hurtling through space towards a big glowing palace, past a bunch of space garbage at, what can only be like thousands of miles per hour. And all you're trying to do is yank backwards kind of on the whole ship without crushing everyone inside. It proves to be incredibly difficult. Maybe the most difficult thing that you've done since Jean Rita has been a part of you, like physically and mentally, just trying to slow this thing down slow enough where you don't crush yourself into thousands of pieces. With that raise, you do manage to slow yourself down significantly.
Pump the brakes, big guy.
But you're still coming in at terminal velocity on this place. You don't think that you have the power necessarily. You know that this is, Jean Rita knows this is definitely probably beyond his skill, given the size of the ship and the speed that it's traveling, breaking through this artificial atmospheric bubble. I mean, everything, like, alarms are going off in Jean Rita's head. This is not going to work. This is not. And then suddenly, nope, no problem. I got this. Like there's a feeling that goes through you as you get closer and closer to this station that makes the strain less. Almost like there's something holding you up. But it's definitely you. It doesn't seem to be an outside force. It's just suddenly you have the strength now.
Hey, Pierce.
Yeah,
I feel weird, but this seems to be working.
it'll get weirder as we get closer. Just relax. Feel it, baby.
Okay.
Does John Ritter get a minus to using his brain for being bonded to the dumbest unicorn in the forest?
No.
Unfortunately, that's not what he got the minus for.
It does make sense. You're not wrong.
Oh,
Aww.
God, Rita, we love you.
Just relax and enjoy it, guy. You're gonna feel great by the time we land. Trust me.
And you know what? The closer you get to the station floor, the better you feel. And the better you feel. And the better, and like now you're feeling normal. You're not even scared anymore. The closer you get, the better you feel. By the time you are floating 5 feet above the ground with the pod perfectly suspended, not even wobbling, you feel freaking great.
I am the
I mean,
man.
You are the Lizard King. You are invincible. Nothing can stop you.
That's right.
Sorry.
Mm.
I know
Just
that
pretend I said all that.
but like,
'Cause I
not as
did.
loud.
This was
but
easy.
It's euphoric. You can feel the power flowing through you. Like, oh yeah, this is a good spot. This is a good place.
Hey,
You let
Pierce.
go of that telekinesis, and fall 5 feet to the ground in the pod. Makes a nice thunk.
Another perfect landing.
But you cushion your own fall in the seat with just your mind, baby.
How you
Super-
feel?
I feel good. I did not do that. What is happening? I don't know.
Oh
but
yeah,
this
you
is
did, buddy.
great.
You did.
Did I?
Embrace that.
I love you, man. This
Embrace
was
that.
great.
And you can
You
feel
drove so good.
and you can feel that he
Right
does
around
love
the
you
shape.
because there's warmth encapsulating your body now as well too, Pierce.
Back off on the psionic juice there, buddy.
You did great. I could lift a building right now.
Yeah, you probably
With
could.
no
Let's
help.
not. Let's not do that. But now,
But you could.
Hear that big guy?
here's why I really brought you.
Okay,
Feel that
wow.
juice. Feel that flowing through your body. Yeah. Now just rein it in a little. Keep it contained.
I have a small moniker of respect for you now.
Keep it contained.
Oh, thanks, big guy. All right.
As you look at your GPS, you see you're only about 1.5 miles away from where this place is. All you got to do is catch a ride or walk that far, and you should be.
Oh, let's get ourselves a ride.
Assuming that your crewmates haven't gotten themselves into any kind of trouble.
Oh, I'm sure they will be just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Let's find ourselves some transport, buddy.
Absolutely. And can I get a
That'd be
system
great.
shock roll?
Oh, snap.
Just roll me a d6 two d6, one for Helen and one for Xander, to see where they end up in their little avatars. Mwahaha!
Right off the bat.
You are all the way avatar, Helen.
Okay.
And you're going to be right in the middle.
Okay.
So let's talk about your avatars a little bit. Who'd you get? Who'd you end up with? Helen, why don't you start? Princess Hedgehog?
Well, currently I'm Vivian Violet. It's okay. You know who I am already, but for you dumb fucks out there who don't, apparently, I am only the most famous, the most talented, and the best performer who has basically ever lived. Am I right? Good
That
at
is correct.
absolutely everything, and those things that I'm not good at, I train at until I'm the best.
Vivian Violet, interdimensional pop star. Literally the most famous person in more galaxies than most people can count, even most Sodians.
Wow.
She is a household name on the lips of every teenager that has ever lived.
I have all our albums.
And Pierce is a huge and slightly creepy fan.
Mm. And
Like any 40-something dude who goes to a Miley Cyrus concert, he's just a little
He's been to so
as for
many Miley
Vector
Cyrus
Reigns,
concerts.
I just want to address the Vector Reigns aspect here in just a second.
Oh, yeah, you're not from the same metaverse, but you definitely are aware of each other's reputation, and he hopes someday to be able to hold a candle to the shining star that is your flame and your fame.
That's essentially what I was going to say, but thank you for not making me do it.
It was your publicist speaking.
Mm.
Xander?
Yeah.
Paul? Who'd you end up in?
I ended up in Mr. Madigan.
Mr. Madigan.
I know I don't need to
Mr.
explain to
Madigan.
you who that is. You all know. Mr. Madigan, Mr. to his friends, of whom he has very none. No one's said his first name in over 30 years because no one knows it, is the consummate professional. He is a negotiator who has a certain set of skills. These skills
He can fade in and out.
include murdering people, and not getting caught. He's also very persuasive, and he's very reliable.
Oh man,
Yeah.
perfect for this crew.
Mhm. So that's Mr. Madigan.
All right. Well, Mr. Madigan and Violet, Vivian Violet, you have been recently kidnapped. Your current record company and the record company that's trying to poach you from your current record company now that your contract is almost up have finally resorted, after many failed negotiations, to just outright kidnapping you. There are some dimensions
tedious.
where they can still make you put on concerts, and you know about this. Now, you weren't kidnapped for very long. They took you through they basically stole you through a portal, and you ended up on Paradigm Palace Station, a place you've played more than one time, a place you've headlined and sold out more than one time. In fact, it was 2 times, but still, you haven't been at this that long.
Look, it might just be that this venue is too small for me.
Yeah, it is like the second largest venue in any galaxy.
I know.
Second only to maybe Planet Thunderdome.
Well, I didn't want to make this announcement yet, but I am going to be having my name and my fame all over an even bigger stadium.
Ooh.
At least that's the rumor.
That is a rumor. In fact, you were supposed to play this birthday party that's happening tomorrow, but then, of course, you were unfortunately kidnapped and taken off station, and that didn't turn out very well for him. The single person that tried to kidnap you is now floating through space as a member of the debris pile that surrounds this station, and you flew the ship that he stole you away in back to the station yourself, despite the fact that you've never had a lesson in your life.
What's there to know?
You just had to hit the autopilot button in this case, so you lucked out. Where you immediately sought a negotiator to handle this contract dispute, because you don't like getting kidnapped, as
No.
it turns out. It's not fun, and escaping, while fun, is a little bit on the dangerous side. Who you have contracted to do this is one Mr. Madigan, a man whose reputation precedes him. His reputation is being a good negotiator and nothing more. Right?
Absolutely nothing more. I wouldn't give any credence to any of those horrible rumors about you resorting to violence.
I would never.
You got something in your throat there? Do you need a...
No, I'm going to commit to this.
I like it. I like it a lot.
So do
You guys
I.
are in a private meeting room on the top level of the Gold Rush Casino. A lower rent casino in the lower rent area of the casino district here on Paradigm Palace. It was more private. The only people that are usually around there are the older folks that are playing the slots, turning in their life savings so they can get rings so they can strike it rich at the big casino. That's kind of how it works on these lower level casinos. You take the things that you have and you try and make rings out of it. In fact, making rings is basically the only reason you ever bother going to Paradigm Palace, because the rewards are immense when it comes time to cash those suckers out.
Now, ordinarily, I would never be seen in such a
Certainly not, but you're in
establishment.
disguise. You've worn sunglasses today. They're right there. There. Now you're almost unrecognizable.
Mm.
So
Catch them trying to kidnap me now.
ideally, what you'd like to do is get off station. But passage isn't going to be cheap. So you need to get enough rings to get off station or find a way to play that party.
Mm.
You've explained all of this to Mr. Madigan no less than 3 times. You think he gets it?
Hashtag Benny got to respect committing to the bit. We'll see how long it lasts, XD.
Oh. Sorry, Mark, is this the first episode you've seen with Xander playing any character at all? Total commitment is what you get.
Hello.
So you understand?
I understand.
I have to play that party. Or at the very least, get off of this. Mister, can I call you Mister?
Sure, you're a friend.
Oh, a friend.
I mean, sure. You're employing me. You can call me what you like.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that later. But Mr. Madigan, sorry, Mr. I can't begin to tell you how important this is, and you came highly recommended.
Well, I can tell you one thing. If you want to play that party, I'll get you in there. The question is, at what cost?
Oh, don't worry. I'm good for it.
No, I mean, at what cost to humanity?
My art is the greatest thing humanity has ever seen. I'm sure a little cost here and there will mean nothing.
We understand each other then.
God, I hope so.
I'm not sure we do.
So, what's the plan? Are you trying to get off station, or are you trying to go play the party?
Is the party's on station?
The party is on station. It, in fact, supposedly is the house's birthday.
Oh, it's the house's birthday. Then I'm doing it out of charity.
Charity.
Oh.
Ooh, no, nothing costs nothing on Paradigm Station.
I see. Well, I think I'm going to play this party.
All right. So the first thing you've got to do is get to the party. Well, the first thing you've got to do is get out of this casino.
Well, this should handle it. No one knows who I am.
So you're gonna leave the office and leave the meeting room and head down towards the lobby or the casino floor. Where are we heading?
Yeah. I'd like to, let's see. I don't have any specialized surveillance equipment on me. Yeah, I'd like to do a little step outside, check the corners.
Sure. You're like
I'm scoping out the place as we.
yeah, kind of. Like, they've got the clear elevators as you come down, so you have at least 107 floors to check that lobby. Even with your old eyes, once you get down to about 47, you can start making people out. You think you're pretty sharp-eyed.
Okay.
Still passed all your marksman training things that you don't have to do anymore, but you still take yourself to the range and do them anyway because you're a little crazy.
And I eat a lot of carrots.
And you eat a lot of carrots. Great.
So many carrots. I'm turning orange.
Give me a notice roll on your way down that elevator. And what is your notice?
That'll be an 8 plus 2.
An 8 plus 2. And why is it that plus 2? Is that your alertness?
It is because of alertness.
I love alertness. That's a good one to have. That 8 exploded, which is awesome, which is going to give you a total of 12. So that's 2 raises on your notice. Here's what you notice on that way down the elevator. The casino floor is crowded. It's not, it's about to be Friday night, essentially, or the equivalent of Friday night on Paradigm Palace. And there's a lot of people here. Yeah, there's the usual daytime gamblers that are at the machines and betting on the things that they see, but there's a lot of people here, and that's never a safe thing. What you can do is you can send your drone to search around and send it out of the elevator and maybe do a little bit more scouting. And once you decide to do that, picking out groups is much, much easier. Through your drone feed, you catch that there's definitely some space Yakuza guys here.
Okay.
I'm just calling them the space Yakuza because nobody really knows what galaxy they're from. And we're not even positive they're from space. But, the ships that they fly are clearly spaceships. Yeah,
Space Koozie.
they look like BMW 750 ILs.
Space koozies, huh?
But they have thrusters on them, and they can go through hyperspace. So you're pretty sure they're the space Yakuza.
It quacks like a duck.
Exactly. Several groups of younger people who are just starting to get out of the casino next door have come out of the big light show that they do there and are heading over this way and just walking by. And everyone else is just there. No big groups. But, obviously there's some space Yakuza guys running these tables over here. You don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. They generally mind their own business as long as you haven't, done something that offends the space Yakuza, which could be literally anything because they're not really Yakuza and probably not really from space.
Wink.
Well, we've got some space Yakuza, but it seems like this should be a relatively straightforward path. Be sure to keep your sunglasses on, though.
Got it.
Elevator door opens. You step out. Oh my God, it's Vivian Violet! Honey, look, it's Vivian Violet! And that's about the time that everybody in the station knows that interdimensional superstar Vivian Violet is on the floor.
Damn.
Turns out, she is really, really, really famous.
I'm sorry, I took my sunglasses down for a millisecond. That's on me. Yes, my darlings, yes, it's me.
The crowd gathers closer.
Okay, no one's getting like more than 3 feet. You know, no one's getting closer than 3 feet.
Cameras are out. Everybody's little drones that they have around them have all like flown up into the same area and are trying to catch her from different angles. You've got tons of little marbles just floating around your heads.
Oh. Pose, pose.
None of this is good.
Yeah.
Madigan, you don't like this at all.
No.
This is all bad.
Protect the principal.
Well, my lovelies, I would love to stay, but I have a party to play for the house. Nobody wants to get in the way of the house, do they?
What's your persuasion?
My persuasion is a 10 plus 2.
Roll that persuasion for
I
me.
would love to.
So we need a 10 and a 6. Hoping for the best, expecting the worst.
I don't do anything
We're
by
still
house.
hoping for it. There it is. 2 5s. How do you feel about that?
Not too shabby. We've got the plus 2 on there.
We got the +2. That's going to put it at a 7. That's not quite enough for a raise.
Oh.
But it's definitely good enough for a regular success. Don't you have something that, I mean, if
I think
you
I
want
do.
it, you could use
I have
your special-
charismatic, so I'm just gonna
You can get
reroll
a
again.
free reroll on that. You might as well take it.
Might as
Take
well.
those free rerolls whenever you can.
Mm.
They're free. Same. 7.
7. You know, I've also been recognized. So because of fame and famous, I believe that bumps it up by an additional 2.
Then that'll make it a 9, and you do succeed with the raise. With very little persuasion, the crowd begins to part a little bit and let you through.
Yes, my darling. Thank you. Thank you. I pull out a paint can and a paintbrush and just start brushing it along everybody as I walk through.
Autograph.
Like a true artist. Back to Pierce and Guy, or Guy Pierce as I'm calling them.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Gonna take that with me as a memento.
I'm in.
As opposed to Pierce Guy?
As Pierce Guy. Is it Guy Pierce in memento?
Guy Pierce.
So there you guys are standing on a corner trying to hail a taxi.
Why
This
are there
has
no
not been
cabs
going
in
well
this
because
No
the
way this is
taxis
going
here
to my head.
only take
Not even
rings.
a little bit.
And you have no rings. You've got pockets and pockets full of currency from every dimension conceivable.
So, Guy, how do you feel about carjacking?
I feel okay. I feel very good about it.
Great. So,
Jean Ritter rolls psionics.
and stop that car for me, would you?
Yep.
There you go. Psionics is a 12.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop.
Oh, wait, now that's copyright infringement.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so, Mr. Jean Ritter.
Bump the brakes.
As soon as Jean Ritter hears Guy say that might be a good idea, like, oh, that sounds like a great idea. One of the taxis, the door like literally blows off the driver's side. The driver flies out, and the taxi slides sideways about 40 feet through traffic
My bad. Sorry.
and pulls up next to you. Meanwhile, you're like holding your hand out, bringing it towards you. I'm so sorry this is happening. Oh my God.
Little over the top, don't you think?
You drive.
You wanted it stopped. I stopped it. Yeah. You could ease back a little bit. Is he dead?
Oh, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. You drive.
Sorry.
Let's go.
So yeah, you run around to the passenger side. Guy, you just kind of sit down in the seat because there's no door anymore. Oh, wait, no, it's there suspended in midair. As soon as you get in, you just kind of point at it and it pulls itself back onto
It's,
the car.
no.
Wow.
John Ritter tells you that probably will not hold once the car stops, as it is not attached by anything but the power of your psyche.
It'll hold if I want it to hold. So.
And indeed, in your heads-up displays, you definitely see that your drone has picked up a star. So you are wanted by the law now.
We should get going.
Yeah, let's try.
Interesting thing about the vehicles, especially the taxis on Paradigm Palace Station. They completely by chance have almost the exact same controls as forklifts.
Yes!
So you should be able to get where you are going relatively quickly, one would hope.
Excellent.
While Guy is driving, I'm going to crack open the dash and disable the transponder so they can't LoJack us.
Right. That's an excellent
right.
idea. And can I get a thievery roll?
Absolutely, you can. That's going to be D10 plus 2.
I'll take it. Man, a six is good
gonna be
enough.
good
A
enough.
6 is good enough to disable that. You rip out the transponder without too much art, I might say, and just kind of chuck it out the driver's side door past Guy's face
We're good.
as he's
Was that
driving
important?
very adeptly, I assume. As
Well,
it
that's
is.
just going to be where the local constabulary decides to show up.
What is
The
your? Do you have a
constabulary.
forklift operation skill? What is that? Hold on.
Couple more hashtag Benny for the
Skill,
team.
do I?
There you
Driving?
go. You're gonna need those, boys.
Boys.
I have driving.
There you go. Driving will work, except it's a forklift, so you get +2.
Oh, great. So that would be an 8 plus 2.
8 plus 2. That's never good enough for me to make a shape-changing roll, so I don't see why it should work for you, and it works just fine. Okay, yeah, you drive through traffic, no problem. You've been rolling a 3. You're just like, beep, beep.
You ever seen Days of Thunder?
I mean, and these things are very maneuverable, just like forklifts.
I just need a box.
Yep.
I wonder if this thing could lift a box. Huh?
Well, you probably could while driving, I'm guessing.
I'm feeling so good about this.
Yeah, I'm guessing you didn't intend for that door to just fly
Can
off
I get a
the deal like
psionics
that.
roll from Jean Rita again? Because Guy said something out loud. It's a D12 with a D6. All right. So as you're going down, you're talking about like, oh man, I wish there was a box or something. But as you're coming up on traffic, you're thinking about driving by, but like an invisible fork thing literally lifts cars out of your way and just tosses them off
Whoa,
to the
whoa,
side.
cool it.
So I'm not doing that. I'm not
Yeah,
doing that.
You are.
They
I
are moving. We are going. I
John,
don't
there's
know
a-
what.
Chill out, John. Chill out, okay?
Sorry.
My bad, bro.
Yeah. Yes.
So-
Yes. You're bad.
If you haven't noticed, things are a lot easier for you here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
That's a thing. So try not to throw cars around.
I didn't do it. I don't think I did it.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea that you really could bring down a building on someone
Cut
here.
the brakes
so
a little bit less juice, a little less effort.
All right.
Relax.
I got this.
Relax.
I got this. You can just hang out and watch bad movies.
Before
like you
too
love to
long,
do.
you are pulling up at this kind of shitty casino.
It'll work. It's
Kinda
got bad
just off the
security.
strip.
We need rings, and if I'm right, I think our friends might be nearby.
Wasn't this supposed to be nice?
Oh, this
really
is one of the
looks
low
like-
end ones. We got to work our way up, my friend. We got to work our way up. I mean,
Oh,
how many rings you
okay.
got?
I have none.
That's right. Just give me a few minutes. We'll change that.
We're gonna rob this place.
A list of your
No.
your personal possessions shows up kind of in your HUD there.
Okay.
Just letting you know what you've got, like your hat, your glasses, your shirt, your pistol, your boots, and this stolen taxi. If you just sell the stolen taxi, that's worth 3 rings.
It's
Really?
An easy start.
I just had some great intuition from a voice in my head that's super clever. It's me. I'm just talking to myself, but I think we could get rid of this, avoid the law, and make some rings at the same time.
We'll make a thief out of you yet.
Yeah, I'm liking this.
His star rating goes up by 1. He is now slightly more wanted than you.
Is that bad? The star thing?
Oh, relax. We'll get that fixed soon. Don't worry
Don't
about
worry, you'll be at 5 stars soon.
Okay.
It's the highest rating you can have.
Come on. Everyone knows that's when the army shows up.
Yeah.
it. The only reason I don't have a whole bunch is because it doesn't know who I am yet. I switched that out a while ago.
Sure enough, though, in your rear view, as you're pulling up to the front of the casino where the valet is, you quickly kind of hand the valet the keys. You've seen valets before. He hands you the credit for the 3 rings, which goes into your wallet, essentially, and he takes the taxi away.
Watch the door.
But the police are definitely coming. There are green and yellow lights headed this way, which you think
Inside.
might be the weird police colors on this planet.
Let's go
For
inside.
no good
inside,
reason.
Inside.
Yeah,
Because it was
yeah.
made by a colorblind person.
Green
He'll
and
be
yellow,
fine.
green and
He's
yellow.
a valet. They make decent money. They're okay in prison, right?
You are a nondescript white guy. He won't
He
remember
doesn't-
you at all.
Did the door fall
He
off?
doesn't have any stars around his around his drone.
I'm hoping the
They're
door
just gonna follow
stays on
you.
there.
Yep, but you know, you duck right into the casino. Maybe try and lose yourself in the crowd a little bit. You're not really sure how tracking works here, except that you know for sure appears that it does.
Yeah.
It works real good.
Follow my lead.
Okay.
Getting through those front doors are not as easy as you would hope, as there is a giant crowd of the entire population of the inside of the casino flashing pictures in here around God knows what in the middle of the crowd.
Let's get a better view. That's your key.
Jean Ritov floats both of you up there. No roll.
I love this place.
They're
I
now-
don't want to leave.
There are now
Oh.
2 floating people.
My God. Do you know who that is? Do you know who that is?
I recognize her from somewhere.
I
do
got
I
like
know her
posters in my room, man. That's Vivian Violet, man.
I've heard that name before. People are looking at us weird. Can she see us?
You can totally see them.
She-
There are 2 people who are floating above
Oh,
everyone else.
I don't know. You know.
It's weird to you because most of the things that float here on Paradigm Palace Station don't usually have legs, and so floating is their means of locomotion. These are just people with legs floating in the air. One of them has kind of a strange glowing red aura about him.
You look fancy. I like you. Bring them to me.
Madigan, they look familiar to you.
They sure do.
Those are your buddies.
Yep.
That's Guy and Pierce.
They should
Guy
be
Pearce.
no threat.
Or Pierce Guy, as you've been calling them.
Also, I just want to make a note, I'm using the drone to look behind us as we move through the crowd while
It's
I'm in the front.
Incredibly smart and a common tactic for you. I like that.
Uh,
You are still making progress through this crowd, but it is very, very slow going.
It's okay. Set us down, nice and easy. Real close to Vivian. I'm going to get her autograph.
Who are they?
they're old war buddies.
I thought you didn't have any friends, mister.
Not anymore.
Guy
Yeah,
Stone,
wha-
man on the ground, here on station at Paradigm Palace with a breaking news flash. Mega superstar Vivian Violet here on station. The armed bodyguard is trying to keep the peace. Back to you in the WMVO studio, GM Christian.
Thanks, Guy Stone. Taking it back right
so
now.
good.
So, it's all over the news that you're here.
Oh,
Of course.
of course.
And the guy who's floating with the red aura is definitely wanted by the cops. You can tell just by looking at his drone.
Hmm.
He's definitely broken a law or 2 since he's been here.
Down in the crowd, we got to hide your drone.
All right, I'm taking us right down. Middle of the crowd. Don't
And
want
he's
people
gone.
So
You probably better get to them, Madigan.
Yeah, I might be
I'm
able
getting
to...
as close to them as possible, though.
Oh, yeah,
If I
set
us
can,
down
as
next to them.
close to them.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
possible.
land
Okay.
down close to them. I mean, it might be on top of some people, but you can move them.
Okay. Part or I will part you.
You are going to have to teach me that trick.
Yeah, I got to figure it out first, but I'll definitely let you in on it when I figure it out. I've never been able to do that before. This is a very different place.
Bored now.
I'll explain that
Okay.
later. I'll
I'd
explain
like to
that
remove
later.
the stars.
Guy. Vivian is so pretty
Okay.
that it's really hard to look her in the face while you talk to her.
Okay.
You want to get rid of
Really
those
big
stars.
fan.
How would you like to
Yeah.
go about that, Mr. Madigan?
I'd like to
Hmm.
use Paul's repair skill. Just get on in there and remove the prime tracking function.
Sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm all for it. Let's see if you can manage to do that.
Just do it nice and quick.
I'm not going to call it unfamiliar technology because it's of a level that you are used to. So your regular repair roll should be just fine.
Okay.
You don't have tools, but that should be also fine.
I've got very nimble fingers.
Yeah,
in this
yeah.
body, So.
This body does have very nimble fingers.
Meow.
Go
boy.
and go. That's,
Sorry.
what's your repair?
That'll be a 10 plus 2. So flat 10, I suppose, with being in the middle.
Gives you 7.
Flat 10 is going to give you a 7. It'll be a 5 altogether, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's definitely good enough for a success.
My star disappeared.
Yeah, you basically managed to make it transfer to somebody who's near him, so
Okay.
they got the wanted level. Like you don't have tools. There's only so
Yeah.
much you can do.
Okay, that's fair. It's him.
It's that guy.
It's that white guy.
And now
that
Pierce has 3
nondescript
stars
guy.
above his head.
Forgettable white guy. That's a
Wow.
more easily forgettable white guy.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Vivian, that's Vivian. I got all your albums. You're
Who
awesome.
doesn't?
Awesome.
Hot.
Like
it's hot in
Violent
here.
Violence is the best single of all time. You were amazing.
What do we have
Oh.
in the store? I can't tell what
You're
we have in
sweet.
the store
And
because
right.
That particular column doesn't show up.
Oh no.
So I know we have a store. I just don't know what's in it.
I know there's some bennies in there. I just don't know how many.
I'm
Oh.
gonna try.
I
and-
bet you can.
Oh,
do that.
you've got the thing.
I've
You
got the
can
thing.
scroll
I've
at the
got the
bottom, right?
Yeah.
Nope. You have to scroll at the bottom. The gray bar.
All
at
I'm
the
doing
bottom.
is ruining what we have. Okay. It's just like if we're in a relationship.
Gimme.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
We got some
Ooh,
Bennies, we got
ah.
some Doyles. That's good.
Doiled again.
Got a story time in there.
Doiled
Giving
again.
Education.
All right.
Beautiful.
I am gonna need to use one of those bennies here because it's Vivian Violent is like the greatest thing ever, but I do need a little bit of Princess Hedgehog around, so we're just gonna
That's right. You,
shift her.
Pierce.
a
I'm
little
gonna
bit.
have to get a notice roll before you can even attempt that. I'm so sorry.
All right, that's gonna be a D10 and a D6.
I'll take the D10 and D6 roll.
I mean, I'd rather have Vivian Violet, but we need Princess Hedgehog. We can just keep Vivian Violet.
Wow, wow,
You
wow,
did it with
wow,
the raise.
wow,
So
wow.
here's what you know. You definitely know that both of them are not just
Yep.
avatars with metapilots, but specifically the metapilots that you are here to meet. Your crew and friends. These are thems.
Dams.
Gonna
And
need a
you
lineup.
also know that he's halfway on the spectrum and she's all the way Avatar.
just need a
All the way on
little
the
bit of edge.
spectrum.
I really want to keep Vivian Violet around, so we're just gonna push you one spot.
To the
Okay,
middle.
you're spending a Benny to do that?
Yeah, gonna spend one of the store bennies and push.
And that is an ability he has called Class 5, which means that he can move you on the slider by spending bennies. And
Perfect.
Now you've been slightly hedgehogged.
Whoa.
Ow!
Whoa.
I forgot how much that hurts.
Guys.
Oh,
The hot girl is the singer is the
Yeah.
mushroom princess?
yeah.
I couldn't detect it at all.
Ow.
I-
That hurt.
This is
Guys.
fun. Like I'm famous, but this is like famous.
I know,
Like
you're
famous.
totally gonna get an autograph while you're way more cooperative. It's gonna be great.
Can I get another
Wow.
notice roll from you, Pierce?
So another D10 and D6.
Can you give me her phone number?
D10 and D6.
Dude, I'm not even that sleazy. Come
Oh
on.
yeah, that's good with the raise. So there's somebody behind you, and they've got a gun at your back.
Well, that's not a new sensation.
Nope, no, it isn't. With the raise, though, what you can tell is that there's lots of guys in here. Apparently, these space Yakuza guys
Oh,
might know who you
crap.
are because one of them says, "Long time no see, Pierce."
Oops. I
Got a friend? here?
didn't steal it, or I did steal it. Whatever is more appropriate of an answer at this point.
Pierce, did you screw this guy over somehow?
Absolutely not. I would never, ever screw anyone over.
Sir, you might have him mixed up with someone else. You might not even know who you're talking. A lot of people look like this, like Ted
Wow.
Nugent. for
Taking
example.
away from my moment much?
Gun,
Not
gun,
you.
gun.
Them. Yes, I know. I'm talking. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Sirs, all of you. Hello.
Okay.
Hi.
You only see the one guy standing behind Pierce,
I see.
who's whispering in his ear in a slightly sensual-looking way.
I want to get behind him and put a gun to his back.
Oh. It's just going to be a gun trade.
Give me a stealth roll.
That'll be a 10.
All right. You have the thievery.
I do. Urban environment. That'll
Yeah,
be a
this
+1.
definitely
Yeah.
counts. So we're gonna call that a 9, which is still a raise.
Okay.
Either way, and yeah, you sneak up right behind this space Yakuza guy.
I have good news, kind of.
Yeah.
Guy with a gun at your back has a guy with a gun on his back.
Great.
That is very paradigm.
And with that,
Palace.
guy with the gun at your back turns around to see the guy with the gun at his back.
Let's go. Come on, let's get out of here.
Do I
And Vivian Violet is, for the moment, not protected. And everybody gets initiative cards.
Oh no!
Yay!
unbe-fucking-leavable,
No,
No,
Mr.
no, this is all good news. This is all, but these are something terrible has happened.
Gunception.
Did you flip them?
No,
Just going for that scene in Wizard and Glass.
but I am dealing.
Ah.
Blah,
Brah.
Yep.
and I am flipping. Ha! Oh,
Oh.
Oh.
okay. Well, this is what we ended up with. How are we feeling about this, guys?
Well, you getting a king kind of sucks.
Yeah, especially since you guys got like 2s and 3s.
Oh.
Can I just, we can use win or lose. We don't have a win, lose, or draw.
Yeah, we could. That would be the best because we could make him draw again.
Right.
Beating a
but
king is a
as
really
it
low
stands right
probability.
now, you can do 2 things.
Can I
Jack
use
and
my
shit, and Jag left town.
Can I use my incredible persuasion to persuade you to redraw?
You know, I mean, you could use a Benny to redraw if you really wanted to.
You absolutely can, but your probability of beating a king is, well, very low.
Fine.
So nobody wants to waste their bennies on this part of it then?
Save him for
Yeah.
not dying. That's better.
I agree.
Listen,
Yeah.
not dying.
Seems smart.
Soak
Okay,
damage.
so
That's
my
what I
guys
just heard.
all act on the king,
Oh boy.
which I believe is first. So the Yakuza guys try to close to a combat distance with you. The one Yakuza
Guys.
the, the Yakuza guy who turned around to face you is going to take a swing at you.
Okay.
Or no, at him, because you're the one with the gun on him.
Okay.
He has an 8 fighting score, and he's going to attempt to disarm you
Hmm.
using space karate.
Yakuza powers.
Okay. I've heard of
Space
this.
karate.
Yeah, I don't know. So what's your what's they have a D8, so they just get the D8 because he's not an important person, just a regular person, and he fails. He does not disarm you. You like he like grabs your gun and twists it, and you just hold still,
Yeah.
and like he's like. He's not very strong, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Doesn't have a strength advantage on you, certainly.
It's all of those years being Space Yakuza in space.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, just the bone
no
density.
resistant
They're hollow like a
training.
bird
Yeah, exactly.
now. It's very
Yeah.
sad.
Very slowly thumbing it back. the
Yeah,
whole time.
too worried about maintaining their space honor and not worried enough about maintaining their bone density. So
As Yakuza do.
it's common space Yakuza problem. So he
Bone density and honor, it's what they're all about.
he absolutely beefs it, but he is still going to try and shoot you with his negative, and he only has a 6 in guns, so in shooting. So we're gonna roll a D6 for him.
Okay.
He is not gonna hit you. I feel though. Oh no, that's a 4, but it explodes. Plus 4 is 8. What is your parry?
An 8.
Oh, that means he hits you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Haha! You're gonna take 2d6 damage. I see we have 2d6 up there. You want to just say it's 10? No? Okay. Very well.
It'll
It'll
come
be-
an
Ooh.
ace, though.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh,
You get some
8
Jonah Mox
damage,
dice
and your
in there, so that's
toughness
okay.
is
11.
higher than that. So
Yeah.
you take, you
None damage.
don't even take a deep breath.
Armored
Really.
suit.
He's
I'm
like,
good.
haha, bang. Shit.
This thing is broken.
We meet again, Pierce.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? And then his whole now he's just he looks so dumb in front of his friends right now. You have
Oh
no
gosh,
idea.
the shame.
The rest of his friends, though, are not going to make it to you this round because there's a huge crowd of people. However, the police are bursting through the door at this very moment,
Oh,
looking
excellent.
for their taxi thieving suspect, and they seem to spot you guys no problem because they're on their way over here with guns too.
Are we in trouble? Didn't he take the star off and give it to someone else? Should we just look like we're gambling, or? Okay, the guy still has the gun at your back. Is he still back there at all? Is he still there?
No,
Is
he
still?
just like turned around and tried to karate this guy,
Okay,
and it like
he's-
and then
okay.
like hurt his hand and shot the guy, and it just
Right.
like bounced off of him, and
Right.
now he's just standing there looking dumb in front of his friends. Whose turn is it?
Let's look at the cards.
Yes, it's
I think
Jack. Whoever the Jack was, I believe that's you, Mr. Pierce.
Well, courtesy AG Industries, nano armor activate.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yes. Now
Thank
that
you.
Pierce doesn't have to run, he can just stand behind his big suit of scary armor. All of the metal in the room seems to like shape itself, go liquid and shape itself around him in a very cool but slightly Iron Man rip-offy version of power armor.
Slightly.
Secondhand iron.
Secondhand Iron Man.
Thank you, Maxwell.
And the mask on it just has this really smug look on its face.
Now, gentlemen, I'm going to have to ask you to put your weapons down now.
Now, that is pretty much your action for the round
Yep.
since you summoned the armor,
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
which makes it who's on 8? That would be Helen, right?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go in with a I'm sorry, who do you work for? Who do you actually work for? Is it the house?
Who are you asking?
Oh, I'm asking the
Like one of the Yakuza guys?
like literally everyone.
Oh, okay. Who do you
Who are you working for right now?
I'm
Because I assure you, you do not want to get in my way.
give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I want another persuasion roll out of you.
My interests are the house's interests, I say loudly in a stage whisper. Persuasion, we have a 10 plus 2.
10 plus 2 is pretty good.
Ooh,
7.
a 7.
A 7.
Except that I am very attractive and very famous.
So you want to take a free reroll on that?
Well,
Because you can just do that.
I'm gonna take a free reroll.
Because you want that raise.
I do. I
want that
sure
raise real
do.
bad.
Ooh.
But you don't get
I
it.
don't get it.
Yeah.
I do not get the raise. I do, however, get a +1 for attractive and a +1 for fame and a +1 for famous. So
So you still end up with a solid 8 on your first roll. So that's good to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So everybody at once begins telling you who they are, what they're doing, and who they work for, all at the same time, though. I mean, and we're talking like 50 people. Like the Yakuza guys, weirdly, aren't answering so much as like really mad at him for some reason. Like they probably didn't hear you because they're too busy either like scowling directly at Pierce or laughing at their friend who just failed to shoot Madigan. An old man.
Sure. Oh man, devastatingly. I'm gonna say devastatingly. I go, interesting. I don't care.
They immediately hush.
What's happening?
And that brings us that brings us to number 3, which I believe is Yi.
Yeah,
Right?
well, I got a 2.
One of you's 2, one of you's 3.
Let's see what the
What's
cards
You're
your
say.
3, so that makes it you,
Who's your daddy?
Mr. Guy White Man.
All right.
Is
What you
he
doing,
rich
bud?
Like
It would be
me?
really cool if those slot machines all just exploded into lots of parts. Just gonna say that.
I think I can get all of the money out of there and just spread it around, and everybody will go down to the floor. What do you think?
I think I'm gonna make a great thief out of you.
I think I can turn them inside out. That's not necessary. We're going to put the money on the ground. We're going to do that instead. I'm going to do it, and I don't even need your help. You are not as weak as I thought. No, I'm not.
Aww.
I'm going to get all the, I'm going to see if I can make all the slot machines malfunction at once and spit anything that's inside of them out onto the floor. And also set up all the
we're
alarms
basically
too.
adding area effect onto it. Give me that
At least everything around.
psionics roll, the D12 and the D6.
Ooh.
That 6
Ooh.
explodes.
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah.
Into an 11, which is going to, all said and done with your bonuses, give you 3 raises.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
I would like to draw your attention to a doctor by the name of Robotnik. Anytime his evil death machine was destroyed, something would happen. Golden rings would fly all over the room. You are having Sega Genesis flashbacks like a motherfucker right now. Because gold rings just exploded out of every machine in this place.
It's like being 10 again.
And they're like, you know, they're floating because these aren't actual physical rings. These are digital representations of the money that is flying directly towards your drone right now and into your account.
Oh.
You
yeah.
definitely have enough money to get into the party.
I
But-
think I'm doing this.
But your wanted rating has just gone up to 5.
Now I teach you the most important lesson about stealing.
Madigan.
It's called getting away.
Mr. Madigan, it is now your turn.
Okay. This fool still accosting me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got a save face now.
All right. Buddy, remember, age before beauty. And I'm going to knock the gun out of his hands, and then I want to knee him to the face. And
Oh, I
try
love
to
that.
drop
I
him.
love that.
Yeah.
So that's going to be, I'm going to call that 2 fighting rolls.
Okay.
But you have bonuses on your fighting rolls, so you're not going to take a penalty, right? You've got martial.
I do have martial
Artist
warrior
and martial warrior.
artist. Yeah.
So yeah, you're going to be at your regular fighting roll for both attacks.
Yep. It's a D12.
It's a D12. Of course, it's a D12. This is going to hurt everyone but you.
Mm.
I think only one of those is going to hit.
I want to spend a Benny on that first one.
I
The
might,
second
yeah.
one did just fine.
The second,
Yeah.
second one hits with a raise, but the first one is going to miss outright.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend a penny on that one.
All right.
That'll get
Better.
you there, though.
All right.
All right. Well, congratulations. You knock the gun out of his hand and then knee him in the face.
Yeah.
Damage?
Damage.
Your strength damage, right?
Yes, strength plus D8.
Strength plus D8. Oh, so
Yeah.
not just like regular strength damage,
Yeah.
but like you're swinging a katana at his
Yeah.
face, except it's just your hand.
Yep.
Great. D8 damage.
The old katana hand.
What's your strength?
Also a D8.
D8, D8. 2D8.
And
So
one of
his
those
knee is
aces
gonna
One
right
of those
through his
aces, so we
face.
got 15
trying to
plus
kill him.
that's 20. You did 20 damage to this man.
Sent your knee through the back of his head, I guess.
Yeah, essentially, but like he does this really like when you hit his face, like he does this really cool flip, and then lands back on his face,
Ooh.
but on like 2 of his friends.
Oh.
Like it was a sick move. Also, you have a new gun.
Okay. This is just flavor. I just wanted to disassemble it.
Absolutely, free action. I'm gonna let you do it. Yeah, if you're a cool assassin guy and you can't automatically completely
Yeah.
unload a gun and take it apart,
That's
you're,
a free
you're a
action.
bullshit
Yeah.
assassin.
Mr. Madigan, it
And
seems
that
I
brings us down to
appraised
the
you
beginning of the
accurately.
next round. Shit's about to go crazy.
Crazy.
Crazy. All right.
Crazy.
Let's see how we did. Come on, good number for me, bad number for everybody else. Okay, now I'm the second lowest. That's fine. That's fine. I'm still pretty.
Your
That's all that
odds are
matters.
good if you want to try and spend a Benny to get better than that 3. 'Cause he's only got a 5. It's pretty easy. If you spend a Benny and get a different card, it might be better than your 3 and probably going to be better than his 5.
It's not easy to get better than a 5.
No?
No, it's super easy.
It's
Barely
super,
an inconvenience. You
super.
got this.
I was about to say, yeah.
All you got to do is spend a Benny.
Okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take your advice.
Are you
and I'm gonna
spending
do
a
it.
personal Benny or a store Benny? You have 3 personals, and there are 6 in the store.
I'll spend the store.
There you go.
We got
1
6
store
more.
Benny from our store is going to give you a re-roll or a new draw card on that.
Let's see what it
And
is.
all you got to do is really beat a 5. So let's hope it happens. Which one are you?
The 3.
And it's just
Oh,
fine.
Oh,
Look at
look
that.
at
You rolled
that.
1. Now
Yeah.
you all get to go before me. Benny well spent.
Thank you.
And starting with Princess Hedgehog / Vivian Violet.
Okay.
Distraction.
Distraction time.
Show
I'm
them your
so
talent.
Torn. I'm so torn because there's a part of me that wants to go full Sonic the Hedgehog, cast speed, and start running around the room collecting rings. But I guess instead.
Start singing.
Oh, fine. I'll start singing.
Do whatever you want.
You don't
Uh,
listen to me.
You don't have to listen to these jokers. You can make your own decisions, but you could start singing.
all right, I'm going to start singing, and it's going to go something to the effect of, hey, motherfuckers, get out of my way. I got things to do. I've got gigs to play. Hey, motherfuckers, get out of my way. I'm the baddest bitch around. It's Vivian.
Whoa,
She's
whoa,
so
whoa,
hot.
Whoa, whoa. Give me a performance roll? Is that what that is?
Yeah, that's a performance roll. 12 plus 2.
If you don't make it, you go flat.
You can't tell I'm bright red underneath the bright red.
Nice.
Oh, man.
Nice.
I mean,
7 is pretty dang good.
a 7 is pretty good.
7 is pretty dang
That's
good.
pretty
Almost
good.
a raise in
It's
a lot of
almost a
situations.
raise. It's almost a raise.
I'm not
I don't
telling you
know if
not
I-
to spend a Benny.
I mean, but I feel like I can do better than that.
You might.
So yeah, I'm gonna spend a penny.
All right.
Pride dictates.
Out the store or out your sheet?
Let's do out the sheet.
Out the sheet. Personal
I'm gonna
Benny.
spend a penny out the sheet.
Boom!
Ooh, there it
Money
is.
paid off. Yet again, you got a raise on that performance roll. Much like what usually happens when you start singing, like as soon as you do it, like there's a microphone like right here, and you're just like, members of your house band are like coming down the escalator, playing their instruments in time for no reason. It's like an Elvis movie.
Oh,
Like if you'd have been in the middle of the desert, those motherfuckers would have parachuted down.
That's amazing.
perfect.
Yeah, so like your
Perfect.
backup band are there. Everybody seems
Where
to
did
know
they
the
come from?
choreography. Who is standing behind you, whereas everyone in front of you is just enamored by it.
What's happening right now?
Bollywood, I think.
Where did they come from? This is like an Elvis movie.
Don't ask questions. Just enjoy the show.
She's really good and hot. It's hot in here. Hot. She's not hot.
So
No,
take
she
off-
is, but
Oh yeah, she's hot.
she's a good singer too. Oh my god.
Yeah. People are definitely distracted by this. I mean, they're dancing now. The Yakuza guys are super easy to pick out. They're the guys not dancing.
Can I lift her up above the crowd so everyone can see her?
Let's see, whose turn is it? It's Pierce's turn.
Oh boy. How many Yakuza am I dealing with?
In this room, there's probably about 14 of them.
That's a
Oh,
few.
not including the 3 that he kind of took out.
Fair enough. Let's see. Let's target 3 of them, and we're gonna go for stun settings.
Gonna use your the power of your armor to blast these fools.
Absolutely, I am gonna
I
blast.
I guess it's a
Fireman
shooting
blast.
roll, I would assume.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give you 3 shooting tests. Do you have any bonuses to take those multiple actions?
Well, it's a rate of fire 3 weapons, so it's only
Oh,
a
that's
single action.
Not
to
a
fire
problem
3,
then. Yep,
and it's energy weapons, so there's no recoil penalty.
that's beautiful. I love it. So, what's your shooting score?
So it's going to be 3 8s and 1 6.
3 8s and a 6 on that shooting test.
Those will all work.
Yeah, and one of them will explode. And okay, yeah, no, that shot everybody. What's the damage on those?
Oh, those are stuns, so the guys can make vigor rolls at -2 where they're unconscious.
Great. I'm gonna need 3 6-sided dice roll, please.
They're just
Oh boy, at -2, that sucks.
Yeah, nope. All 3 of those space yakuzas, whether they be men, women, or other,
And
fall right the
While
fuck
not
over.
incredibly
All at
super
the same
relevant,
time.
the 2 that roll ones because it was against me, those are automatic critical failures.
Oh, good. Yeah, no, they're both unconscious and bleeding from their buttholes for no good reason. Like they're never gonna poop right again. All
I have
because of
nothing
your
but respect for
janky
you.
stun setting. Because Maxwell Davies is an asshole and a superhero.
And
Because
fly
Maxwell's
above the
an
crowd a
asshole,
little
you
bit.
bleed from your
Fly above the
asshole.
crowd a little bit to get a better view of where these cops are coming in. Right, so we
Oh
can
yeah,
escape.
no problem. You can see them. They're like over the crowd. Also, people are screaming because those propulsion jets on your boots there, those get hot.
Yep.
Those get hot and they blow things out of the way.
Oops.
So a lot of those people that were like dancing and right in the middle of like a bend and snap a second ago are now just flying ass over elbows into broken slot machines that are still shooting rings that are flying at his head. Everybody getting the picture now? Everybody seeing what's happening in this situation?
So
this is
good.
kind of chaos incarnate.
Yeah. I don't know how you guys managed that
Chaos
so
and carnage, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
which takes us to Xander's turn.
All right, knowing that these stars can be transferred, I'm gonna say Whiteman.
Yes, coolest guy I've ever seen.
Give me your drone.
Absolutely. Yes. Can you do the thing with the stars again? I'm pretty sure the cops are going to arrest me and beat me to death.
That's what I'm going for.
Okay.
And I just want to bear down, maybe with some discarded parts from.
Oh
that
yeah,
gun
no,
that I
there's
just-
all sorts of metal shit laying
Yeah.
everywhere now. You can jury rig tools out of just about anything in this room since it's all mostly metal garbage or writhing body.
Okay. And I want to see if I can target any of those space yakuza who seem like they might be in a position of authority. If anyone's.
No, it's with the space yakuza, their ranking system is very strange because they all dress exactly alike. Except for one of them who is in a white suit. And he's just kind of standing in the back.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
That's the guy.
Yeah.
He
That's
looks
the guy.
super awesome.
So
And
the
he's
new
not
guy.
doing
Yeah.
anything.
And he's
He's
just
just-
waiting to be splattered in blood.
He's definitely the coolest guy in the room.
Yeah, I'd like to see if I can target it. Do
Okay.
a targeted bounty shift. Yeah.
I want to stick around. I think that guy's going to do
You are
something
targeting
really
about.
cool
Is that a
pretty
what we
soon.
call that a repair roll?
I used repair before.
I think repair is a
Yeah.
good way to go.
Because you're repairing his reputation.
You should put it on the
The
guy who
repair
screwed
of
up.
reputations. I
with
love
the
that
gun.
book. Okay, so for Paul, that's a 10 plus 2.
That's a 10 plus 2 for
Yeah.
Paul. Okay.
Weirdly,
and
we're a little
that'll be a
OP.
-1 because so it'll be a 10 plus 1. And you're awesome. It's a 10. It's a 10. It's a
Transfer it to the guy who
10.
tried to shoot you, and then he'll be even more.
Worm
Oh,
Court is
he's
now
had
in
a bad enough
session.
day.
Oh.
All right, hashtag Benny.
Oh, puns. I love them.
Very good.
That was good.
Yeah.
Wiggled it in there pretty good.
Nice.
Oh.
Green light.
Yeah, so the little like stars that are floating around this orb all fly right at this guy in the white suit. He is going to roll a d8 to try and avoid them because he is good enough at karate to where he can even dodge things that aren't real.
Uh-oh.
And he also gets a wild die, and he gets to re-roll the. Yeah, oh man, that's
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's doing great.
Oh.
Both dice
Oh.
saves.
This guy's intense.
Oh.
He is
Oh.
really good at space karate.
Oh.
In fact, without even
Metaphysical.
looking over at the at the stars flying towards him from the orb, he like just pulls another Yakuza guy in the way, and now that guy's got 5 stars above his head. He didn't even stop smoking his cigarette.
Yep.
Wow.
See, guy in white did something really cool. I told you.
Yeah, it was.
As opposed to Guy
It was
Whiteman,
pretty awesome
who's
considering what he
Guy
did defies
Whiteman.
both the laws of physics and
Yeah.
digital physics. It was pretty impressive.
White Guyman did great.
Man, Space Yakuza are pretty awesome, let's be honest. And that brings us to a Guy Whitemon.
Guy Whiteman.
What do you
Guys
want to
in
do,
the neck.
Guy Whitemon?
I am feeling incredibly thankful, by the way, that he did that. So I'm going to take them out of harm's way, both of them, if I can, and just put them up above the crowd. And if she's singing, maybe
Still
that'll make it
singing.
go- yeah,
Maybe
that'll make
spin
it-
her around a little bit real
Yeah,
slow.
yeah, exactly. If she's going, yeah.
So just a random like goon.
If I can make some of the rings, maybe revolve around.
All right, I'm going to need... You're only trying to do one thing. You're trying to lift 2 people.
Yes, that's pretty much it. Yeah, turn her a little bit, but pretty much just lift the 2 of them up and get them out.
Is there
of
anything
harm's
else
way.
you'd like to do this round?
I would. Well, the cops are not coming for me anymore, so
Whatever it is, do it.
okay.
Just do it.
Rock and
Feeling
roll.
confident. All right. I'm going to. Are all the Yakuza unconscious now because of him?
No, 3 of them are.
Just 3 of them. He
Three of
just
them are.
knocked out
Okay,
3,
left.
but there was like 14 of them.
There's still
There's a
11
bunch of
them
these
left.
dudes.
Okay. Are they all standing in a group?
No, they're
Are they
they're like
really
trying to
spaced out?
move through the crowd, like
Okay.
trying to be super sneaky about it, but they're all dressed exactly alike and carrying machetes or whatever. So
Okay.
space machetes.
I'm
Uh,
space shetties.
Isn't that just a
I'm-
light suit?
I'm going to, if I can, create a wall. I'm going to get everybody to come literally shoulder to shoulder so they cannot move through the crowd anymore. So literally they are crushed in between people that have now been...
You are making
Less
the
space.
ultimate telekinetic Red Rover line.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, everything, yeah, around them. The circle's going to get smaller. Everybody in the room is going to get
Great,
much
so I'm
closer
gonna need-
together. And,
2
okay,
rolls from you,
okay.
and since you're doing 2 actions,
Mm-hmm.
there would be a minus, which means that you're only going to get a +1 to your psionics roll
Oh, that's
because
too
of the
bad.
massive bonus you get just from being here.
Oh, that's too bad. Then
And
it's
that's a
only
D12 and a D6,
Yeah,
and we're going to do that
only
twice.
12.
So
Adding 1 results. Man.
Oh, Lord.
Oof.
you might want to re-roll that second one because
Every time you spend one of those personal
that's the
bennies
one with the
for
Yeah,
that's the
I'm
Red
gonna-
Rover wall.
I'm going to spend a personal Benny on that. Come on, come on, come on.
Yeah, there we
Big
go.
money.
There it is.
6 aced on that one.
Yep, plenty good enough, my dude.
So essentially just crushed.
You have
together
made
with
the ultimate
everybody.
Rover wall with tourists. There you go.
Right.
Tourists and professional daytime gamblers. All versions of alcoholic that we love.
It's true.
I put all the drunk people around him and crushed them. Did you see it?
Yeah, they're
saw it.
basically like they've got a ring around the
It's
Rosie
like the-
happening. all these Yakuza guys are getting surrounded by guys that can't step away from each other. It's really, really funny. I mean, it's just super funny. Meanwhile, pop star spinning slowly through the air, bodyguard also floating through the air.
Very uncomfortable looking. Yeah.
He's got to stay with her. I'm sorry.
And that brings us to, who's next? Just me. Okay, here we go.
Uh-oh.
The cops are like, get him! I mean him. And begin opening fire on the Yakuza.
Oh.
That
with
poor
all
guy
the
with 5 stars.
That poor guy with 5 stars.
Okay.
Nice work.
When the star rating went up from 2 to 5,
Right.
you did hear a rumbling in the background. You see that rumbling now is coming from the tank that is breaking
Oh
through
my
the front
God.
door of the wall
I was waiting.
and moving its turret towards the poor Yakuza guy. That's what they're doing. The other Yakuza guys are going to attack, well, just
Everyone?
you two.
Oh.
Just you two, honestly, because y'all's is floating and haven't really gotten in their face as much. Plus, you're singing a delightful song.
So
They don't want to
delightful.
hurt you. They really only want to hurt Pierce, but this guy keeps yelling at him and throwing them across the room, too.
That's true, he does.
So we're going to say...
Are they all crushed together still? Or are
Oh
they,
yeah, yeah.
okay.
They don't get
Okay.
bonuses to this. They don't even get
Okay,
to grab their guns. They're gonna try and simultaneously dance their way over to you and run into you with the outside of their Red Rover circle.
Oh, nice.
It's a terrible idea. They all have to work together. There's 14 of them. Guess how big their minus is? I need an athletics roll. They have a 6.
It's like a little Yakuza flash mob.
Okay, at -8, they still have a shot because that explodes. Oh, so 8 minus 8 is 0. No, they didn't make it. They just fall the fuck over. All of them, because one of them loses his balance, and since they are stuck together, they all lose their balance. Now they've got people telekinetically stuck together around them. They are not telekinetically stuck together. So it looks like a bowl full of ants, kind of, like they're all crawling around in there, like,
An ant
but
ball.
they're not getting outside. It's like a gerbil in a ball. Bad news for them. Bad news for those because they're not getting hurt, but they cannot break free. Now the people who are in the circle and stuck together, they're probably getting a little hurt. Like they're being trampled by a space Yakuza.
I'm starting
Which
to see
would
that.
canonically have extremely
Well,
brittle bones.
They canonically have extremely brittle bones and machetes like
Oh,
on their
that's
belts. So
true.
like this,
That's
there's
true.
poking
That's true.
happening. They don't. This is not a comfortable situation. for
Look,
these-
if there isn't poking happening at your rave, are you doing it right?
it's not a rave, or at least it wasn't until you decided to start a stop a gunfight with a song.
Yes.
It was classic metaverse. I love it. I'm not against
you
it.
know, I feel like in addition to my backup band coming down, there are also spontaneously disco balls that have come out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Duh.
one of them's on my head.
One of them's on my head. Ellen. I mean, let's be honest. Whose turn we got? That's the end of the round. Because the Yakuza guys went, police went, the tank went. What am I missing?
The guy in white.
The guy in white.
White Guyman.
White
White
Guyman.
Guyman,
White guy
nemesis.
and your arch nemesis.
My bizarro twin.
So, White Guyman is going to use an athletics roll to flip across the entire place unimpeded. He has a D10 in athletics, plus 2 for his parkour skill. Oh, a 6 is good enough for him to manage it. Lots of cartwheels and flips and like. He's got-
See that? That's so cool.
That guy is awesome.
He looks amazing.
That is so
he's
cool.
nearly half as good a gymnast as the pop star floating above everybody, wearing not a skirt, I hope. Uh-oh. So
we're gonna call it tap pants.
So
So if you're
half
at the
the-
right angle, it's
half
gonna be
the
fun.
way there, he gets a little distracted. As the most famous person in the world, he can now see directly up her skirt. He had to look. It's not his fault. He's not a pervert.
Well,
He's
I
a
would've
space
looked
Yakuza
too.
lieutenant.
I would have looked too.
But you didn't think of it because you weren't in mid cartwheel.
It's true.
So about halfway through, that cartwheel turns into like a capoeira stance where he's on one leg and like he's halfway over, and then he comes back.
Hey, I'm gonna go.
What you
stop
need
that
to
guy.
know is that
Anyway, he takes a
she's
swing at you, but
wearing-
he's gonna have a -2 at that swing because he is distracted by the pop star.
Sure, she is wearing sequin underwear that says "Made you look" on the ass,
I
so
love
he's
that.
taking
That's
psychic
perfect.
damage as well.
Yep. So let's see. He's got. I mean, his fighting roll is pretty darn good. It's a D10, and he gets a D6 to go with it because he's a wild card type character. Boom, boom, ha, ha. But with that -2, that's only a 7. What is your parry score?
Also,
7.
A 7. So he just barely gets past it, and does his strength and martial arts damage, which is a D6 and a D8.
All right. Let's go right with that.
it's going against your toughness.
7.
7. I got 7.
7 is your toughness.
7 is my toughness.
Uh-oh.
Just enough for a shaking.
Just enough for a shaken result.
Okay.
Which is going to put you at a minus on your next action. You might not be able to act.
Okay.
However, if you spend a Benny or make a spirit roll, you're not shaken anymore.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that.
If
We
not,
will.
I'm just gonna fall onto my back and smile and look up.
I love it. It's great.
Unbelievable.
But yeah, you
I'm knocked out. What can I
you got
do?
punched a little bit. You may have fallen down, but not so much. You mostly just kind of went, oh, what the?
I'm
One of
still
those.
gonna fall on my back.
And that is everybody. That's everybody. I've got almost everybody. One of the statues. Can I get a notice roll from you, actually?
Yeah. That'll be 8 plus 2.
8 plus 2.
Oof.
6. 6 will do it. One of the statues is trying to get your attention.
Huh. Okay.
It's just like an obelisk, kind of. But, I mean, it's looking at you.
It's an obelisk, but it's got like
No face.
no face.
No appendages.
Okay, but I can tell it's trying.
It's
to get
definitely looking at you. You think
Okay.
it might be a cousin.
What? What? How close? How close is it?
Oh, about, I mean, obviously now about 40 feet down.
40 feet
And
down?
then halfway across the casino floor, maybe 50 yards.
Okay.
Just a standard gray, like maybe it's an ashtray, maybe it's a piece of art, but it's definitely trying to get your attention.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna send my drone over to it. Yeah, I'm gonna send my drone over to it. See if I can.
To your human eyes, it seems like a normal piece of stone,
Okay.
but to your Sodian eyes, it is a fellow Sodian that has been carved
That's messed up.
super messed up.
Also, there are other Sodians. Who knew? Okay.
Oh.
So that's very interesting. I'm currently floating, and I just checked my pistol has no recoil to it, so I was thinking about just
Mm-hmm.
can't do that. But it's not my turn right now, is it?
We haven't done any
Okay,
with
yeah.
cards
This,
yet.
this is just kind of incidental.
This is
stuff.
just incidental. I just wanted to let you know that,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
no.
needed a notice roll to do
That
that, so you
is-
could tell that that statue wasn't necessarily a statue.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Wanted to know what kind of a place you were dealing with too. I think
Mm-hmm.
that makes a pretty good argument.
A bad place.
Hey, everybody's worse than me again. I love this.
Boo!
Boo, Christian. Boo.
Yeah, man, cards are working in my favor when I'm the GM.
Well,
I
heck,
love that.
I'm going to spend a Benny to
Oh.
redraw.
And that's you here.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh,
you're-
nope, that's not me.
you're
next
the,
one over.
You're the.
I'm the 5.
You're the 5. Okay.
But everyone knows I'm a 10, am I right?
Word.
Hey.
There you go.
Hey.
You get to go before me now. Look at that. Somebody does.
Nice.
Amazing.
Anybody else want to do anything else?
I've already spent two bennies today. Actually.
Very well, very well. I mean,
I'll
but
spend
you-
a personal
You
Benny.
get them back at the beginning of every.
I'll spend a personal
Episode,
Benny
you
and
know
try
that.
and
Oh,
get
I'll
a better
totally
card.
do it then.
What?
Yeah.
I'd like to spend a personal Benny and try and get a better
Personal Benny. Personal
8.
Benny.
I'll do it too.
You are the 4.
card. I'm the 4 of hearts. No, not quite, but
Still pretty good.
I am the 8.
You are the 8. You're also spending 1.
Yes. Personal.
Now you will. Now you. Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah. That's better
Okay.
for you.
Yeah.
I'll take that.
I guess.
I'll take it.
That's better.
I like that.
Whatever.
Whatever.
So, to start things off, Princess Hedgehog,
Guy Whiteman.
Guy Whiteman. No, I'm pretending he's not here. Princess Guy, what are you doing?
Oh,
You are shaken.
Shaken, so you get a
I'm
free
shaken.
spirit roll to try and throw out of that before anything else.
and that'll
which
take
is-
my turn for this turn.
No.
Maybe,
free
maybe
roll.
not.
Yeah.
Okay, can
Spirit
I?
is a D10 for you. So a D10 and a D6 for Guy to try and just shrug that off.
Shrug
If it
it off,
doesn't-
shrug it off. I
if
think
it
that's
doesn't,
a
you can
Vivian
spend
Violet
money.
song, right? Shrug it off, shrug it off.
Shrug it off, shrug it off.
You motherfucker.
You motherfucker.
Weirdly, 90% of.
Looking for that D10.
Just gonna shrug it
D10.
off.
And also the 6.
Ooh.
Hopefully
That's
it's not a
horrible.
critical failure.
Oh, he made it.
Ooh,
He made it.
By the
Oh, my
skin of
goodness.
his teeth.
All right.
A successful
No
throw
longer
off the
shaken.
shaken.
So you're not shaking.
That'd be your turn because it wasn't a raise unless you want to spend one of your bennies to instead be able to take your turn.
Or one of the store's bennies.
Yeah, one of yours or one of the
Oh, it
stores
did
is
take my
yours.
turn. Okay.
It will.
It will take your turn if you don't spend a
If you
benny.
got a raise on the spirit roll, you actually get to take your turn too.
Okay. I'm gonna. I guess I'll spend my last penny. Why not? If I get him back next time.
Yeah,
You do.
personal one.
Yep.
All right, spending a personal one.
Boom,
Let's
and
do
you
it.
are no longer shaken, which means you can act this round. What would you like to do?
I am going to send the awesome guy in white back over where he came from, almost trying to do the exact thing that he did in reverse.
But
Basically.
yeah, except not understanding how he did that and so possibly breaking him into a million pieces. I understand.
Well, sending him that direction. I don't want to kill him.
Send me him
but
away.
I would like to send that guy there. All right.
All right, we are going to
Um,
give you a another psionics roll with
Just a light toss.
oh
Just a toss.
oh
Just a-
okay, and we
just a
got
light. Just
Yeah, light toss there.
Little
yeah
feather
you
light
yeah you
toss.
lightly tossed him like a salad. So he comes flipping at you, flipping at. He stops, takes the panty shot, takes the swing at you, thinks he's doing awesome, and all of a sudden, and he starts flipping back the other way. Like he's not that technically. I mean, because you pictured it in your head like the way he flipped towards you, and you had a really good visual representation of that. He's literally doing that with his body in reverse, even though it doesn't bend that way.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
He will take. What is your
Sorry.
psychic strength? Is D10. So we need a D10 plus a D6 damage for this fellow.
Ow.
It's like crushing a unicorn.
Oh, okay.
That's not
Only
very bad.
Aw.
It's not
There
very
we
bad.
go. I
Only
didn't kill
4.
him. All right.
Only
that's fine.
4. Look at that. You
Yeah.
barely hurt him at all. He,
Okay.
he like stops himself, Dragon Ball Z style, leaving skid marks in the carpet.
But he's
The
far away. He's at
garish,
least-
ugly red and yellow and blue carpet.
The skid marks are an improvement.
It
How
says
far did
Gold
he-
Rush in it, but nothing on it is gold.
How far did he go? How far did I get him?
Oh, all the way back. He's
Oh,
gone.
oh, okay, okay.
He
It
will
just
not
didn't
be
hurt him,
getting
that's
to
good.
you this turn unless he shoots.
Oh, okay. All right.
Which brings us now to Princess Hedgehog.
Well, what is a concert without pyrotechnics? Am I right?
Here we go. We're going to start the casino on fire. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Well, presumably there's still a tank that needs dealing with, right?
No.
There is still a tank, yeah, and it looks like it's going to shoot something.
Mm-hmm.
No stars. No stars. Don't get stars.
I-
Tank only shoots at people with stars.
I'm
We don't
sorry.
have stars.
I'm sorry. No one would assume that I did it on purpose.
Exactly. Plus, nobody would assume that you did it.
Fair enough.
It's not like Vivian Violet's going around tossing fireballs at
No.
people, right?
Important lesson, guy. Here's got to learn the distinction between distraction and Armageddon, and you're about to see.
Right.
Weirdly, they're only one letter apart.
So I'm starting a new song that is called Disco Elysium. Thank you, Merc.
Oh, God. Right, we should
Um,
call it, yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We could name it after anything overrated, though.
Oh, sure.
Don't wanna say
Sure.
that.
But it starts with "Welcome to my disco hell," at which point the pyrotechnics rain down and accidentally hit the tank, which is the tank's fault for being in the middle of my concert. So I'm gonna fireball.
Fireball the tank. Got it.
Oh,
Fireball the
One
tank.
Here, so we got a D12 plus
It,
what?
a D12. It is a D12. It's just spellcasting, so it's just a D12.
Oh, great. So just a D12.
Just a D12.
Are you,
could've
are you
rolled
going
the
for
first.
And of
extra
course, you
damage and
rolled a
heavy
10 on
damage?
that, so you got that with a raise. That's going to be, what, 4 die, 6 damage?
Mhm.
Extra and heavy.
Oh yeah, we might as well do extra and heavy. I
Might-
mean,
yeah.
yeah.
Do an extra.
Armor
on that?
piercing.
Well,
Yeah,
of
it's a
course.
tank.
And all of these PowerPoints refresh at the beginning of next session. So yeah, let's go.
Why not drop 10 on one spell?
Is it right
We're gonna
outside
do
the
it.
casino doors?
So that
Yeah,
means.
it's halfway in the casino.
It went
Oh,
through the
dear.
wall.
Mm-hmm. So
Oh,
that
okay.
means, oh lordy.
Now, depending upon how this turns out.
We are spending
I get
on
the
that.
Armageddon thing now. I do.
Oh gosh.
I'm
Firebolt. That would have only been one PowerPoint with 2d6, but with a raise 4d6.
But now they're all D8s. And
but
armor
now they're
piercing.
all d8s and armor piercing and oh,
Counts as heavy damage.
bolt causes 3d6.
Oh
So
my God.
So 4D8.
Wow.
4d8.
And
my
there
God.
they are. For
Oh,
15
jeez.
damage,
Ignoring the armor.
ignoring the armor of 15.
You are so dangerous.
And
That is so dangerous.
they're going to, I guess the tank is going to make a vigor roll. It has a 6.
I would
Oh.
like it known that I break into the world's best rendition of Oops, I Did It Again.
This is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad.
So, fireballs aren't by their nature explosive. I mean, yes, it's like a whoomp of fire, but it's not like it makes things explode when it hits them.
Sure,
But
sure.
when you have like a pressurized tin can with people inside of it,
Mm.
they will boil over, and that liquid
Oh
will,
no!
will escape the body.
I told
very,
you it was
very
gonna be
quickly.
bad. I
And,
said it was gonna
and
be
although
bad.
the tank doesn't explode,
Oh.
the top, the sealed on top of that tank, pops off like a like it was
Oh,
ready,
no.
like it's
Oh.
telling you your tea is done, except the steam is red.
Oh no!
And obviously the smoke comes out too. But yeah, it smells like barbecue. Weirdly, pork.
Ugh.
Oh, that's bad.
Very quickly text in my pocket with my T9 phone because, of course, I don't know.
Oh,
a-
you use iTexting.
Oh, perfect. iTexting. I am letting my publicists know that we need to handle this issue and announcing that, unfortunately.
Who wants to know who your new band is?
Sorry?
Your new band. Your new band.
Oh,
This guy,
yes, of
that
course.
guy,
Of
that
course,
guy.
of course.
Ah.
Of
Of
course,
course.
has been confirmed. 5 stars appear above each of
Oh,
your
no!
arms.
You boiled the tank, guys, and you're gonna get us killed by cops.
No. I want you to. This can go well for you still. You still have to do a persuasion roll
Oh,
with all of your bonuses, of course.
okay. Perfect. So that means that we are rolling 10 plus 2 plus 3
That's good.
plus 4 plus 5. Yeah, okay.
Got it. 10 plus lots. That's probably not going to cover it though.
It's not. We're definitely going to burn a Benny to re-roll that.
Burn that, Benny.
Oh, except I-
re-roll
no, I can do that
Son
just
of a-
naturally.
Are you kidding me here?
I can just do that
Yeah,
naturally.
with
I'm sorry,
charismatic, you didn't have to
Yeah,
charismatic.
you didn't have to spend the Benny. So that
Mm.
we're going to say you
Oh,
didn't
wow.
spend that Benny. And
Mhm.
so, do you want to take the 23, or do you want to take the 16?
You know, it's 23 and me, baby.
And here we thought you were forever 21. Uh, 20,
Please, in the last 14 years, I've aged at
23.
least
So you
a little
send this
bit.
text out. Your new band is now the most wanted band in the world, but now they're also the most famous band in the world.
And we're called the
And-
Wanted, obviously.
Yep, and they would like to sell They would sell you a one night only show, or they will take a one night only show from you, and in exchange, you will get a significant amount of rings, enough to get all of you through the door for the big event, if that's what you so choose to do.
I think, obviously, that's what we need to do.
Well, since you're their manager, you get to decide. They're your band.
How do we take care of the stars?
Well, we're doing it. We are the stars, baby.
The stars turn from gold
Wishes.
into blue,
Set myself up.
lined with light. So now those stars have gone from wanted stars to fame stars.
Okay.
All right.
You are no longer wanted. Although the people that are still in here that want to kill you still want to kill you. Don't get me wrong. But hey,
Only one worth worrying about.
now you're fame, and you got fame. You got a little bit of riches. Look at that.
We're wanted with a capital W now.
That is
We're
correct.
wanted.
You are wanted.
I'm wanted, wanted.
The cops are probably going to stop shooting now that they see that you are all very, very famous. And in fact, they do.
They might
The-
shoot the Yakuza though.
They immediately, push the dead remnants of their tank out of the hole.
Clean up all
the
the
pit
red
boss
stuff.
comes down and apologizes to you all for the trouble. Although, because you started a fight in here and so many people died, you are banned from this casino for 10 years.
Oh,
And if you win any awards from this casino, you can't come to the ceremony.
You slap that Yakuza guy.
that's such a shame. I guess I'll just have to. What was it?
But don't worry, you're really
Shrug
famous,
it off.
so it doesn't actually matter.
I mean, the real tragedy here is that anybody saw me in such a pit to begin with.
That makes 6 casinos for me.
This is my first.
We'll get you there. We'll get you there.
The Yakuza guys are still flailing around in a still attached group of civilians that now have basically formed a ball of people around them. They're like kind of magnetic, and when they get near people, more people are stuck to it.
Kind of a Katamari thing.
Yeah,
going on.
very,
Yeah.
very Katamari
Very
thing, except
Katamari.
all like
Space
alcoholics.
Katamari.
Space Katamari.
Space Katamari with Space Yakuza inside.
And booze, soap,
Space Booza.
space boozer.
And now we make our exit.
Yeah, this is the perfect time while everyone's distracted by the large Yakuza ball and the police leaving.
Famous, rich, alcoholic ball.
Watch how quick we
Place.
get a ride this time. No cabs.
Yeah.
Limo.
Yeah.
Watch this. Watch this.
I've got
My
something I gotta do
personal
first.
limo.
Nope, yeah, limo pulls right up. Where can we take you, sirs?
Perfect.
Oh my God, you're them! I just saw you. I upvoted you.
Oh, gross. What is it that you needed to do,
I need-
mister?
I need to speak with a friend.
Oh.
I'm gonna go hit up that statue real quick.
Okay.
We'll wait in the car.
Yeah,
make-
we're gonna.
Do they
You make
have
your way back in.
bubbly?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Everything's kind of starting to go back to normal. They're sweeping up. They're using a nano projector to like clean up the wall, making sure make it into a wall again. Apparently, it's not the first tank to smash through the casino wall.
Walk up to the statue. Is it still trying to get my attention? Is it moving in any way?
Oh, once it notices you're near again, it's like, Paul?
Oh,
Do I know this
This is
cat?
Dwight. He's a friend of yours.
Dwight?
Dwight?
Yeah. Man, how you doing? You look great. Are you flesh?
Basically,
For now.
Whoa, I should have tried that.
I thought you were dead.
Oh, I mean, technically, yeah. But not really. I mean, I'm not dead. I'm not going to procreate anytime soon, but, yeah, it's a living, I'm,
It's a death thing.
look, man, I needed the rings.
Okay, so this is
Paying off a debt.
okay.
Paying off a debt.
Do you want me to get you out of here?
Oh, no, you know what happened. Like, the house will find you. It doesn't really matter where you go. You try and welch on a debt to the house, and he'll get it out of you. And I'm in small enough chunks as it is. You hear me, my dude?
Okay.
Oh.
We're the last two sodiums, though. You understand?
Oh,
that.
shit, really?
Yeah,
No.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, I thought I was,
No.
the last, so I could be wrong.
I've been here for like 400 years. Time goes so fast. Son of a... What happened?
Well, the metaverse collapsed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I heard about the AB guy because he would come here every once in a while and,
Ugh,
spend rings and get new folks or whatever.
asshole Backdorius.
But yeah, I'm here for another 50 years. So.
Another 50? Oh, that's like 5 minutes.
I know.
So-
I figure it'll be fine. But
Okay.
I mean, if for whatever reason the palace closes, come get me and throw me in a bag or whatever. Because I mean, this isn't a lot of fun. No arms, no legs. I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah. So you just stay here.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, if they have a big event or so they put me on casters. I mean, I can slide across carpet pretty easily if I got a couple of guys pushing.
Yeah, I'm not wild about this whole thing. I mean, I understand you're dealing with it.
Paul,
but-
I got greedy.
Okay.
Is that possible?
I got greedy.
Do you have a phone or can I reach you in any way?
Oh, I mean, I imagine if we're on the same verse, I could just pick up your resonance like I did here. I mean,
Okay.
why are you flesh? How did you do that?
I'm doing a job. I'm gonna be getting
Like a skin suit?
basically, yeah.
Bro, do you think you could hook me up with one of these skin suits in like 50 years?
If all goes according to plan, probably.
Oh.
Excellent. All right. Hey, well, I will see you around. I'm really glad that tank didn't blow me up. That would have been bad. That would have been sweeping me up for weeks.
I'm really glad that this wasn't as bad as I thought it might be. Because
Oh no, it's torment. But
Yeah.
we're a patient people.
It's-
Even me,
yeah.
the least patient Sodian of all time, have a certain degree of patience. Can't believe I got greedy.
But if you want me to get you out of here and then blow this place up, I am so furious right now. You have no idea.
Oh. Well, maybe I don't not want that. You
Okay.
know.
I'll be in touch.
Cool. Gold rush.
Gold
Front
rush.
door.
Okay.
I'm the ashtray. Can't miss me.
All right.
Oh.
They don't even allow smoking in this casino. I'm basically useless.
Unless you're the guy in the white suit.
I could have been a doorstop though. So at least I'm decorative.
There's that. All right. I'll see you around, Dwight.
Peace out. Dwight was always kind of a bad egg.
Yeah.
Well, a bad
A
GM.
bad geode.
Yeah.
Bad thunder egg.
Still, it's not cool.
No, I mean he's a good kid.
Yeah.
Just he had aspirations that he.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I
That's just the way it goes.
can't let it stand.
Fell in with the wrong crowd.
Mhm.
Developed a bit
Fell
of a
in with
gambling
the wrong
addiction,
pebbles.
and agreed to be turned into an obelisk for 500 years as a way to pay off his debt decoratively.
Again, though, that's like 5 minutes. So whatever,
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know.
It's nothing.
You can just
Exactly.
kind of go to the
No problem there. But yeah, he seems okay.
Yeah.
Not great, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
he's been carved.
That's the
which
part.
is-
That's the one part.
That's
that I'm
like
not
that's
wild
the
about.
that part.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
yeah.
They
The time,
they
the
carved
carving.
the shit out of him. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's very angular,
not wild about it.
multifaceted. This fellow. So yeah, he's there.
Okay. Maybe deal with that later. I'm gonna go ahead and rejoin the party.
All right.
And
you
so
get
it
back.
said, made you look
right?
so hot.
It's so great.
Oh my God! I was just talking about
Champagne?
someone saying some stuff. and-
Yeah?
Yeah, they were like, look over there, made you look.
It's one of my favorite jokes.
Yeah,
Yes,
mine
I would love some champagne.
Excellent.
Mm.
To turning tragedy into triumph. All her.
Oh,
So-
name of our next album. Tragedy to Triumph.
Tank
So you-
guys to goo.
You kind of relax in the backseat of the limo for just a
We're in
minute
a band with Vivian Violet.
when you hear a thunk
Yes,
at the door, thinking maybe somebody's knocking, but realizing that a hatchet is kind of stuck in the armored window. And now there's Yakuza guys throwing axes at you.
Oh, let's
like
go. We gotta go.
axes are going to do
We
anything.
gotta
You
go.
want to tell the guy to
Yeah.
yeah.
Pierre.
We should axe him to drive.
And that's all the time we have for the Reliables this week. Join us next week, same time on Monday, when we will have this cast back for the final part of The House Always Wins. And we get to see what happens. A little bit of foreshadowing for you. There may be Borks.
Mm.
There may be wands. There may be magical space princesses. All things are possible in the metaverse. See you next week, guys. Thanks for being here.
It's gonna be Guy Whiteman turned into a
Every
princess.
time,
I
yeah,
can
totally
just
Guy
feel it.
Whiteman.